Well, hello, my loves. Welcome to your angel guided message in Limitless Life. And I'm happy and grateful that you are sharing your energy with me today. Mm, yes, I truly do hope you all are doing well. Let me know how you are dealing with this 4-4 portal. I was just like, whatever's not for me, let it be removed. Whatever's not for me, let it be removed. You know, welcoming in all this abundance and stability that Spirit has for us. We know that something is much better. We know that there is something much better for us. Giving gratitude, giving gratitude to Source, okay, for all the beautiful things we have, all the blessings that have been bestowed upon us, and more blessings to come, okay? All right, my love, let's get started. Let's get started. Remember, you're not alone in this journey, okay? There are many of us on this on the journey, and we are here to support you. Put in the comments, how you are feeling, and let this energy help you to express yourself um, in loving ways, okay? So that you can get the support and guidance that you need. All right? Yes. Yes, yes, yes. This 4-4 portal. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. All right. Well, the 4-4 portal, energetically charged, is seen as a gateway of transformation and manifestation, especially since the number 4 represents structure, foundation, stability, and order. When repeated like 4-4, it amplifies those themes. Now, Aquarius, how does this affect you? All right. With the number 4 vibrates these ties into Saturn's influence, okay? Which we know that we are ruled by both Saturn and Uranus, all right? But this is about discipline, long-term goals, and building solid foundations. Since Saturn is one of Aquarius rulers, this portal asks you to ground your expansive ideas. You're great at seeing the future, but this is a call to map it out step by step. Mm. So if your plans, if you don't have an ideal set of plans, now is the time to start putting it all together. Okay? Um, yeah, start putting it together. Making sure that everything, all your T's are crossed and your I's are dotted. Okay? Secondly, activating the visionary within you. Okay? With Uranus also tied to Aquarius, this portal can spark sudden insight, intuitive downloads, and breakthroughs, especially around technology, humanitarian goals, or your life's bigger mission. You may feel unusually inspired to make bold changes. Okay? Again, that's that Aries fire energy. Okay? It's calling you to take bold actions. All right? All right. And then with manifestation, all right, it is a potent time for you to focus your intentions on long-term goals that align with your soul path. Aquarius is often ahead of the curve, Oh, yes, we are. This energy supports laying the groundwork to bring those future visions into the now. And then lastly, it's about the throat chakra. Okay? Um, you may feel called to speak your truth more clearly, create content, or engage in visionary dialogue. It's also a strong time for dream work, journaling, and meditative downloads. And for me, I'm finding that this platform is a great platform to allow me to be able to speak, share my wisdom and experiences that I've had in my life, okay, um, to help you all right? Um, I am personally also thinking of other platforms where I could be able to do that as well. Okay, I do tend to think outside the box. I do tend to look at um, how things can work together as opposed to them not working together. I have been known to, um, when I was educating, um, that I would look at different philosophies and bring those philosophies together, unlike others who would just, you know, follow one philosophy and not understand and realize that there are some things that build on top of each other. Okay. And that's what makes, you know, that's what made me stand out in my industry that I was in. Okay. So, yeah, look outside the box. Notice those patterns, and how they mesh and work together because, people will have you believe, that, there's only one way of doing things. And I refuse to believe that. I refuse to believe that. All right, my love. So let's let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. I invite you all to take 3 deep breaths with me. All right, my love. All right, take a nice. I'm drinking tea today. Jasmine tea. I love jasmine tea. All right. Um, I boiled the lemon with the skin on, and it's so delicious. With some jasmine tea leaves, and let that just marinate for a while, and then add some um, manuka honey to it. Oh my God. Mwah. So delish, so delish. All right. It's a nice way to get your morning started. Okay. All right. Let's see the angel number we have for us today. At the bottom of the deck. Okay, you just heard me shuffle. Bottom of the deck. 444. Change, rebellion, guidance, justice, truth, character, and love. Aquarius. You know you are divinely protected. Okay. But get ready for the good things you've been hoping for. All right. Get ready. Live as if you already have it. Okay. put your energy into going towards your ambitions. That's what this energy is about, right? We just talked about that. You know, taking the time to write out a list. You know, um, where are you? Take an inventory. What do you need to do? I have really found in my experience of starting businesses, it's the best thing to do is to have a checklist. Okay, it allows you to to gauge where you are, see where you're going, what's left to do. Okay, absolutely. All right, Spirit is lining up the right people, circumstances, and resources in your favor to make things happen. Captain is making it happen. The captain of my ship is making it happen. All right, the captain of my ship. Yes, Spirit. What do we need to know in this for the highest good of all, for the beautiful sign of Aquarius? Remember, this is a collective reading, okay? It may not resonate with each and every one of you, all right? But knowing there is could be something in this message for you, all right? This new chapter in your life is going to require you to see things differently, all right? It's going to require a new way of seeing yourself as well. The Spirit is saying you can't continue. You can't continue, love, all right? Doing the same thing you have until now, no matter what you face or how you feel. See things from a higher perspective. Yeah, see things from a higher perspective. From a different point of view, right? See things from a different point of view. It allows you to expand your awareness when you can do that. Okay. Um, so take a chakra card. Oh, yeah. Thought I fixed them all. Okay. Let's do a pull. So we're required to work on the throat chakra. If you haven't done so, you can use azul blue crystal to do that, to meditate with. Okay. So if you're afraid of speaking in public, because you're going to be required to speak. Okay, okay. You're going to be required to speak. Um, and we have, we can tend to be a little introvert. So, um, but what I do know is that when we're passionate about something, that all goes away. So it's really about what you're passionate about, okay? Um, and you'll feel more comfortable about speaking about it. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Balance. Okay. Balance is being required at this time. It is 6. Ooh, 6. I want to take a deep dive into this one. 6. Balance. 30. So we have throat chakra, we know for sure. All right, 30. You have called this card into your awareness today as an indication that balance is required somewhere. Mastering balance is certainly a work in progress and a powerful master key to more harmonious and enjoyable lives. Absolutely. There are lots of things in this in this world that can pull us out of balance, and it is an ongoing way of life. Okay, because we come into contact with so many different things, especially if you're out in the 3D world. Okay, um, so living a life of balance is the ultimate goal. All right, so when you can walk your path with no judgment and realize that everything has an opposite, life becomes less stressful and flows with ease and grace. You may have been feeling out of whack of late, so take a moment to see what is out of balance in your life, especially with all these different energies, y'all. Okay, especially. All right. So Spirit is calling you to come back into balance. Take a moment. All right. What have you been putting too much energy into or focusing on? Or what requires a little more attention? Okay. So if you've been putting too much energy and effort into something and feeling stuck, then it's time to let go and allow the natural flow of abundance to take place. So let's affirm 3 times. All right. Feel free to take a snapshot. I am balanced in all aspects of my life. Again, I am balanced in all aspects of my life. Once more, I am balanced in all aspects of my life. There's an old saying that too much of a good thing is not always the best medicine. Balance is the key, Aquarius. It's time to let go and stop pushing or trying too hard. Surrender and allow balance to bless your life. All right. On the flip side, this card can also indicate that balance may already be present, and you have been taking the right steps to allow it to flow in your world. All right? So put yourself where you belong in this reading, loves, okay? Like I said, this is a collective reading, and it may not resonate with you. However, I try to to look at both sides, okay? I try to look at both sides so that everybody gets a little piece of something. All right, and let you know that, of course, yes, of course, balance may be needed. However, you may already be balanced. The spirit recognizes that. Okay? All right. Angel card. I love the number 6 too. For me, it's about love. It is about balance. It is about birthing something new. Okay? It is about birthing something new. Flip the deck. Cancel, clear, cancel, and release. Okay? So Spirit is calling on you to release what no longer serves you. And now is the time to, know what's not in your best interest and let's let it go. Cancel, clear, and delete any contracts, any situation. Let it go. I hear the song, Let It Go. Yeah. Cancel, clear, and delete it. We'll do the deep dive into that. Here we go. Yeah, all that balance. You see that, how that put your energy in towards your ambition, but have balance with it. If you find yourself like um, to where you're burnt out and you don't have enough energy to put toward um, your human self. You've put so much um, into your goals. You're just exhausted. Well, that doesn't bring balance if you're putting too much into it. The spirit wants you to find a happy medium, basically. Find a happy medium. Okay. Um, and I know that can happen with me because, especially when you love in what you do, you can find yourself totally engrossed in it. All right, but doing too much of a good thing is not always the best. It's fair to say. So find balance. Take time away. Walk away from it. Okay, spirit. Any other messages in the set? Yeah. Walk away from it. One more shuffle. And then come back to it with a come back to it. Oh, okay. With a pair of fresh eyes. I'm gonna take from the top. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. Yeah, do something to change your energy. Do something different. Find something that gives you balance. Let's put you here. Yeah, that's a good place for that. Yeah. Do something to change your energy. What do you do to change your energy? Music's always a good one. Music is always the best. Um, go in nature. That's a good one too. Yeah, get out in nature. Dance. Moving your body. Yeah, those are all good things to change your energy. Getting outside, removing yourself. I always find whenever I can remove myself, it's always changes. Yeah, it is. Yes, it is. All right, let's do some life. Let's do some of this. I have two decks. Okay, so we're going to pull a few cards from and clarify some things. Yes, indeed. I'm leaving that there. Yeah, we've got. Mm, all right, feather of hope, grace, the feather of hope. All right, a deliberate symbol of upward promises and uplifting future. Okay, fulfilled promises. All right. So spirit is letting you know all of your prayers have been heard. All right. Thank you, spirit. Yes, it is a slow climb, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We certainly will get there. Slow and steady, and it'll be worth the effort. Absolutely. This card came out for us the other day. What else? What else? Yeah, slow and steady wins the race, and of course, the the last will be first. All right, so the last, how many cards there? The last will be first. So take your time. All right, there's no rush. Take your time. Take your time. All right. Sculpture of self. Shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. All right. So Spirit is asking you to be your true self, be your true authentic self, and create a new identity. Embrace this change, all right? And I must say, this change, okay, that we're all going through, some of you won't be recognizable. Some of you won't be recognizable, okay? And some people may have a hard time with that. I know with my family, I haven't seen them in a while, but I've talked with them. Um, and I've certainly had to put a few on notice and saying, you know, um, and saying that that's just whatever y'all doing. I said that I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Um, and I don't mind being here and being supportive, but I'm not doing the drama thing, which I never did, but now I'm just more vocal about it. I'm just more vocal about it. So, yeah, so there may be parts of you that are just going to be unrecognizable, and some people are going to have a really hard time uh, with that as you continue evolving into who you see yourself as, not what other people see you as. Okay, good. I hope this message is resonating with you, okay? So if you're, going through a transformation and people are having a hard time with accepting you for who you are, that's okay. That's okay. Let them be, okay? Because you're in the process of creating a new identity for who you are and what makes you feel comfortable. It's not about what other people are feeling or seeing you as. Just look at that clear, cancel, and release from the Angel Guidebook, because it may require you to do this work. Okay, 26. That's 8. There's more 4s here. 26. There's more 4s in here. Page 26. Put on a card. No, 26 is on page. Oh, sorry, Spirit. What was it? Yes, it's on page 26. That's 6 and 2 is 8. All right, 26, which breaks down to 2/4. Okay. All right, 26. All right. So you're being guided to clear your life and energy of any negative or challenging people, situations, or events. It's time to release old ideas, negative thought patterns, or even sarcastic comments you may be using to put yourself down. Okay? So the angel wisdom wants you to recognize and release the power of your words, thoughts, and intentions. If you are saying something, even jokingly, about yourself that might have a negative effect um, on you, or express something you wish wasn't real, you are being encouraged to be more loving towards yourself. Absolutely, because um, what is it? Um, the universe doesn't know whether or not you're playing or joking. So, when people call themselves um, certain things, you know what I mean? Um, the universe will start resonating with that. It's who you really want to be. You know what I mean? And it's just not a, you want to see yourself in a positive light. Okay? That's all I'm saying. Just see yourself in a positive light. So the extended part of this message is whatever you have, a negative thought or say something you've been wish you hadn't. You have the capacity to remove that idea or energy from your own energy by saying the powerful affirmation. Clear, cancel, release. Angels are ready and willing to help you clear anything that could be standing between you and your inner peace. So when you draw this card, you can also be encouraged to clear any clutter from your life. If there's any dust building up, oh gosh, dust. Dust. Ah, yeah, any dust. It's very dusty here. Building up our stuff, accumulating in your home, office, car, or anywhere else you spend time. Clear it now. When you clear physical space, you clear psychic space. Making these simple changes will clear your energy and open up to experiencing a sense of clarity and freedom. So, clear that energy. All right? Clear that energy because you're making way for new things. All right? So, if you're being called the dust, like I am, dust. I try to dust once a week, but like I said, it's dusty here. So, um, and it's just not one of my favorite things to do. So, the spirit is calling on you to do that. Okay. So there's a couple of things, finding balance and clearing and canceling and releasing. All right. Um, so that we can put our energy toward things that are positive and finding balance within um, the everyday, uh, mundane life life things, right? And doing the other things, right, that you enjoy doing. So there needs to be a balance. So, if you're overworking, then something's out of balance. Okay. If you're overindulging, then something is out of balance. Okay. Um, whenever you're doing too much of something. Um, so okay, so that's the message I'm hearing from Spirit right there. To find some balance, and clear and cancel and release any old dense energy. Splitting the deck, letting go of guilt. Ooh. So when you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Okay, Aquarius. Forgive yourself for what you think you've done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from your mistakes instead of berating yourself for them. So absolutely know that, you know, um, guidance from spirit is not about chastising you, okay, or making you feel bad about anything, okay. Um, we can always strive to do better, okay. We don't, we're not going to sit in and, oh goodness, I'm not doing the right thing. I'm not getting in my meditations every day, or I'm not, then you're feeling bad about it, okay, or I'm not taking care of myself. There's always um, the ability to change course, okay. Um, you know, start that checkoff list, and try to stick to it. Make yourself a routine. This is all about fours is about structure and routine, okay? So try to, create um, a schedule that you can adhere to, and if not, tweak it. And if it's not working, get rid of it. I don't have a problem with that. I was, looking at some of the things that I do, and it's like, you know what? If you're not using it, give yourself 30 days, and if you're not using it, get rid of it. Get rid of it. Change. You can change it. You can change it. All right. So, and this is all about, recognizing who you are, what you're capable of, giving yourself love when you need it. Okay. It's about your character, coming into balance. All right. Create a new identity, having that structure and balance. You're having that structure and balance in place. It's a new chapter. With this new chapter, it's going to require you to do some things. Okay? It's going to require you to do some things. Knowing that, Spirit has your back as you go through this, okay? You are protected at all times. At all times. We're going to continue to strive and go toward our ambitions, okay? And the universe is going to help us and align us with that, all right? All right, my love. So I wanted to let you know if you're interested in buying or, um, purchasing rather any of these beautiful protection bracelets. I wear them on the right for protection, and on this left hand is my receiving hand, and this is for my abundance bracelets, okay? Abundance, bringing in health and wealth, right? Okay. So there's jade over here, amethyst, citrine, all right? Okay. Um, Rose quartz for self-love, all on the left hand. And on the right hand, these are infused with Reiki healing, okay? Healing protection bracelets, all right? So if you're interested in purchasing, will have them in the, I believe it's the community. Um, and they are still on special. I just got a new batch in, so they're going. All right, all right. So if you would like a Reiki session, let me know. Okay, I can, we can work something out with that. All right. Thank you, my love, for sharing your beautiful energy with me. I'm gonna leave this here. Okay. You guys, be strong. Beautiful blessings are coming in for all of us. I can feel the excitement just building and building and building. All right. Sending you limitless love and light. Mwah. TTL. Have a wonderful, blessed day.